Hello, this is the vlog for day 3. This is my second go because I know we're going to call her Princess Popcorn. Princess Popcorn is going to make a showing in my vlogs when there's a story to tell. And I love how she just watches and eats the popcorn. I love it. It reminds me of Sean Baker, Dr. Sean Baker. I find it hilarious when he videos himself eating and he's watching. Makes me laugh. Anyway, I digress. I'm just going to tell you a short story. It was a 20-minute vlog, 17 minutes, and I did it all, covered everything, was very proud of myself, copied it over to my laptop. And that was all good, and copied some other things. I've got some recipes that I'm editing and all that sort of stuff, and I was ready to edit it. And it's gone. It's just gone. There's a picture of me, like the first picture of me. And I'm like, because I thought that was it. And it says 17 minutes 07. I tried everything. Like I spent at least half an hour looking for the file, Googling where I could find the file, going in all the places for the file, tried exporting the picture that says it's a video and it's not, and I just did everything. Anyway, that's my little story. And then this morning when I got up, that was last night, because I was trying to get it all edited and done for last night. And these are the teething problems when, like, I haven't edited this frequency for a while. It's been a few years. I used to do it years ago. I do have another channel, and I don't vlog every single day on that channel, and that's more of a work thing. Anyway, so this morning I got up and I had another go. I probably spent another 15-20 minutes looking for this, see if I could find this file, thinking maybe the computer overnight has had a revelation and found my video or something, but no, alas, it's completely gone. So I'm going to do day 3 again. All right. Good thing, you know what? I make notes, right? And I had my notes for day 3, right? And on day 2, I deleted day 1 and did day 2, deleted day 2, did day 3. And last night, funny enough, I was going to delete it, and I went, you know what, I'm just going to keep a copy of that. I'll do day 4, and then once I've done day 4, I'll delete day 3, and I'll keep 2 days at a time. I just thought I'll just do that. I'm so glad, because I've got everything that I ate and just a rough sketch. So here we go. The things I like to check in around are, I've added sleep to the beginning, but it's not fresh in my mind how my sleep was, so we're going to skip that one today. Textures. So to talk about textures, I want to, that's which helps me talk about my food. So I woke up in the morning, I had tea with nut pod milk. And yes, I understand nut pod milk is not carnivore. It is one of the allowances I've made. I've made a list of things. I decided it before I started this 90 days. I encouraged Emma to do the same so that she could also work out what she wanted to allow herself. And then, even if it was for 4 weeks of the 12 weeks, however that, for 1 month, because it's quite different for her food. I've been eating carnivore on and off for a few years, and again, not consistently, but between ketovore and carnivore, I've been more low carb than low carb, right? So I've been hanging around that bracket for a few years now. So even to my mental state, it isn't that big a deal, but it's quite different for Emma. So I think it's healthy to have a list of what you will allow and what you won't allow, because it's up to you, right? It's not up to anyone else. It's actually up to you and what your body needs and where you're at mentally and emotionally, because that is, could I say 50% of the journey? 50%, I'm just trying to think of a number right now, is what you eat, but 50% is what you think and how you approach it. Certainly is for me anyway. Let me just speak for myself. Sorry, I just had lunch, and Yes, moving on. So I had tea, nut pod milk and plant cream. I'm allowing myself because I need to do that right now. And who knows, maybe I'll change by the end of the 90 days and maybe I won't. We will see. Then I had a few slices of sliced chicken breast. Now, I'm someone, it was the smoked one I did on the Pit Boss the other day. I'm someone who hasn't eaten breakfast for years and would normally just start eating in the afternoon and then just eat through all through the night, all through the afternoon and night. Yes, not good habits and all of that sort of stuff. And that's a whole nother story if I ever tell it, for a whole nother day. So having a little bit of protein in the morning is really good for me, but it doesn't feel good to think about having a lot. Like I couldn't eat a meal like breakfast, like it's too much. I can have a couple of eggs scrambled, or a few pieces of bacon. You know, that's. And with adrenal fatigue, which I had quite severely back in 2015-16, I needed to have something first thing in the morning because it's just part of the process of looking after your adrenals. So I did start to develop that. And also my doctor doesn't like me fasting too much, just because of some other issues I've got going on. So a few slices of smoked chicken breast. That was great. Then I had, I think I had 3 wings and 2 chicken balls, and I pulled out a piece of bacon wrapped chicken, but I started to eat it and I didn't want it, so I didn't eat that. But I will put a photo up just to show you, that was the food prep I'd done, just to show you what that food was, because I didn't take a photo of my plate that day. I was still getting in the swing of everything. Then it was about 11:30. I'd been working in the morning. I'd had my cup of tea and I'd had a bite to eat, and then I went off to the bathroom, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a nap. It's hard to describe the tiredness. It was like running down the back of my eyes, in between my eyes and my brain. It was just, I just felt exhausted, like super tired. And I know this is week 1, and I do understand that week 1, there's a lot of changes going on, and so you can have different types of symptoms. So I knew what it was about. I was good with my electrolytes and, checking all those things. So I went and laid down, and Emma was coming over to pick up her wings and her brisket that I smoked for her. And she was bringing the granddaughter, which is always a fun time. And I went to lay down. I thought, I'll just lay here for a few minutes and then I'll hop up and, keep working until Emma gets here. And the next minute, she's knocking on the door. So I had an hour solid. But I did feel odd when I woke up. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to just dose up on electrolytes now for the next hour or two. I'm just going to start taking some electrolytes. And I just wanted to show you that, what I've been doing, not Energy Bee. So I bought these some time ago, okay? This is Relight. And I don't know if you can sort of see. I'm going to show you, but I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can really see. But you could just look it up if you wanted to see this one is the hydration support. So I've been having one of those every morning, and then in the afternoon, I only just got home from being out all day, so I need to actually haven't taken this yet today. Hydration Plus, right? And again, I'll show you the back, but I don't think you can really see it. No, you can't really see it. I just don't know how to get it. It's not in this light. It's just not useful to show you that. And then, so yesterday what I did is when I got up, I had one of those, and then within an hour or two, I had an energy boost Relight, which has all of that stuff in it. It's so hard for even me to see it. Like, I've got a light here, but it's going to mess with my video. I'm not going to do that. But you can just Google it online and it'll show you if you want to see what's in there. So, and I did, within half an hour, started to feel better after taking the electrolyte. And I made myself, this is my electrolyte jug, even though right now it's just water, because I've been out and it's like 45 degrees here, which I think you triple it to convert it to Fahrenheit. Is that 120 Fahrenheit? something like that. I just snuck that drink of water in. Did you see that? Yes, so I started feeling better. I made myself a massive electrolyte drink. I started guzzling that down as well. And I have felt these symptoms before, right? So when you go keto and you get the keto flu and you have electrolyte imbalance, like there's similar, you put salt in your hand, get it, chug water, get electrolytes. It all helps. So did all that. Then Emma wanted to see the brisket. So we cut the brisket. I did take a photo. It's cold, but I took a photo of the brisket, which I'll pop in here. And then we cut 2 slices and popped them in the air fryer and just did them delicious.
Oh, it's smoked.
I don't know if you watch Wendy and Harry off Loving It on Keto. I love them. But Wendy always says it was delicious. I love that. And I say that. And I'm teaching my granddaughter that. So it was very yummy. Very yummy. And I had a little bag of pork crackle, which I don't have right here to show you. It's part of the delivery I just got. There's a place here in Perth, Outback Jerky. And they make their pork crackle in lard. So Emma and I bought a big bag between us, and we bought some crushed pork crackle as well. I'll insert that video here. And I bought some extra little bags that Emma won't be having, but I bought them. They've got seasoning on them. They were okay. Like, to be honest, I don't think I'd buy them again, the little seasoned pork crackles. But that's another story for another day. Right, and then the cravings hit. 4 o'clock, the cravings hit. It was pretty crazy. I think Emma and Ellie had gone. I think I was home alone. So I made a coffee and I had some plant cream in it. Fixed the thing. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but the first week I'm using it a little bit. I'm using it a little bit just to help me get through with the cravings. And then I just didn't feel like eating, but I knew I needed to eat something because I will get lightheaded. And again, my doctor doesn't like me fasting for long hours, again, for medical reasons. So I made Bella's steamed egg pudding, which I've made a few times now. I've made probably 5 times. Oh, it's life-changing. It's so good. And I'm just in the middle of editing the footage for the recipe. But I will insert something here just to show you, maybe just the photo of it. It was so good. I used some lamb broth, 3/4 of a cup with a quarter of a cup of water to make a 1 cup because I used 4 eggs. That's all that's in it. And you steam it. It's amazing. And it was just what I needed, something light. I wasn't hungry. I'd eaten. But by 11 o'clock at night, I was starving. I was pretty hungry. And I was just, all I could think of was food. And I thought, and I was actually hungry. And I went, yeah, I'm going to eat. Because I remember Dr. Berry saying to 2 Crazy Ketos that with the BBBE challenge, just eat. You can eat any time of day, just eat. Eat until you're comfortably stuffed. So I thought, yeah, it's okay. So I heated up a bit more of the wings and the chicken balls. And I think I had a piece of bacon wrapped chicken, yes, and I cut it in half and heated it all up. And I added some chicken schmaltz. So schmaltz is chicken fat, as you probably know. And I've got some of that. I've got tallow, I've got lard, I've got schmaltz. I added that and it was just what I needed, and then I was good. And I think I went to bed about an hour after that, and it was all good. So textures, I will just write them up because I'm doing that for me, but I'm hoping it'll help some other people as well, because it actually was like a deterrent for me, because I know I'm a texture eater. It put me off doing this challenge for quite a while because it's very hard to get crunchy. You have to be very intentional to get crunchy on the carnivore diet. So, yeah, and without making all the sweets on keto, it's the same deal. It's, yeah. Anyway, so let me just go to, so cravings, yep, they hit at 4 o'clock. Emotional grind, I was just really tired. Really tired. I felt like the emotional grind was starting, but today I've been pretty good. I'm feeling a little bit tired, not like I was yesterday though. The toilet sort of, yeah, the loosey-goosey hit me yesterday. Heartburn, none. Tummy cramps, none. Digestive, no issues. Back pain was doing a lot better. I committed to just resting and recovering and doing all the things. Arnica gel, all the things that I do to help me. And it worked. It's helped a lot. I'm feeling again, even a lot better again today. So back pain and knee pain was a lot less. Ease to walk. Look, on Tuesday I would have given it, how hard it was to walk, I would have given it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It was pretty hard. But yesterday I'd say it was a 5 out of 10, and today I'd probably put it about 3 or 4 out of 10. So it's getting better. And my mobility I would put in the same bracket as that. And one of my tiny habits is to do a short walk. So yesterday I did not do a short walk. Today I've been out and about running errands and doing things. So that for me is my short walk. And this is my tiny habit. I know that for a lot of you that are very mobile, you may judge me or may think of whatever you may think. But for me, this is just what I've got to do right now. So I love Amanda from Carnivore I'm. Like, I felt so encouraged to see her doing her tiny habits. 1 minute on the elliptical, 2 minutes on the elliptical. And that's actually her goal, but she's doing as our brain, because we do have the limbic part of our brain, it freaks out when we change the play, because, our brains like the path of least resistance. They just want to do what they've always done. And they, when we do something different, a new neural pathway is actually formed. It's actually physically formed in our brain, made. Our brain actually goes and makes a new neural pathway for a new thought and a new habit to travel along. So I know all that, and that's why I go, okay, it's all right to have a tiny habit. The other thing is, when you're coaching people, one of the things you learn is that big doors swing on small hinges, and those small hinges are the baby steps that get you to the big thing, right? So just in being kind to myself and using that philosophy on myself that I use with others, I have to allow myself to do the small thing, the very, very, very small thing. So it's actually a big deal for me going for a walk up and down the patio. Now, I haven't actually gone up and down the patio yet, and I know it's Thursday, which is day 4. Am I doing day 3? Oh, I'm doing day 3. Whoops. Yes, anyway, day 3. So I will leave the rest of that conversation to my day 4 vlog. So that's it. They're the things I'm checking in around. So I was successful, day 3, had a successful day. I'm very happy, and nothing unusual. Oh, I made a note about last night. Yes, I started looking for beef. I think I was telling you in day 2 that, and even day 1, and even on the weekend, I just was doing a lot of chicken. I'm not interested in beef. Wasn't interested in beef. But yesterday I started thinking about beef, and I was thinking, and I remember Kelly Hogan saying, someone asked her, how do you know when you're hungry? And she said, if you think about beef and you don't want a bar of it, you're not hungry. And I thought, that's awesome, because hunger on the carnivore diet is different. It's a different thing to learn. And I wasn't good with hunger signals before. So it's like, okay, I've got to learn this. And so I started looking for beef last night. And so I started thinking, because I've run out of Scotch fillet. I don't have any roast. So I actually got my husband to pick up a roast beef, a blade roast, it's called here. We don't get some of the cuts you guys get that sound awesome. Like, I'd love to get a picana. Picana, is that right? Picana? No, nothing like that here. The chuck roast that you guys get that is flat, we don't get that. Ours is pointy like a diamond, just like a triangle. Yeah, anyway, I'll work it out. But so I did get him to pick that up. So I'm going to roast that maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. It just depends how much energy I've got. And I really need some steaks, because I haven't had no steaks in the freezer for a couple of years. Like, I've got nothing in there to fall back on, because I normally pack them in packs of 2 and pull them out and blah, blah, blah. So that's the end of day 3. A successful day. I'm very happy. And please drop me a comment. Tell me where you're at. You know, are you carnivore? Are you carnivore curious? Sort of, what are you guys doing? You know, what are you doing with stuff? All right, I'm going. Enjoy whatever you're doing at this moment, and I will check in tomorrow.